All right, demo, you ready to go? All right, let's go. Come on up. All right, Mr. Ben. So, turn to the side, pitch uniform. Say, say. All right, and you know what? Let's bounce towards these guys and we'll bounce towards each other. Separately. All right, and face front. Say, say. Yep. And down to these guys, please. Teach me. And arms crossed. Okay. All right. Couple things about class today. First things first, you guys, as you always would expect, I want your best. But number two is I want your brain turned on. So the thing that we're going to be doing today is going to be application. We're going to be doing boom tie. And it's going to be, I'm going to say an exercise, a mental exercise that you're going to have to think about what you're doing. It's not going to go easy. You're going to have to use your imagination. Second thing is we're going to be using a belt to be able to practice this application that is going to be something you can practice at home. So we're going to start with something basic first. Basic block set. High blocks through, we'll take green belt up body techniques. All right, first things first. Yep. And go flank decision. Yeah. Okay, let's start with a basic high block. Hand coming down to the belly and all the way up. Good strength. We'll go 3 forward and 3 back. All right, here it comes. Ready? 1, 2, 2, and 3. Get up. All the way back. 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Forward. Middle block. Same thing. Belly button in and out. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Backwards. 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Down blocks. Up here and down. We're going to walk inside. 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. Get up. Good. All right, moving forward. We have a forearm block up to the ear. Instead of going down, belly button high, it's going to go about mouth top. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Backwards. 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Okay, moving forward to the out to in, up to the ear. And again, I'm looking for this big half circle. So I don't want to see where it looks like an uppercut. All the way around and strike. Ready? 1, 2, 2, and 3. Get up. Backwards. 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. We're moving forward to yellow belt technique. Single knife hand. All right, this one's our first open hand technique. So I'm looking for the hand to cover the ear. And again, I'm looking for a nice line, this angle I'm looking for. I don't want to see it here. That's a different technique. So from here, and a diagonal strike. All right, ready? 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Backwards. 1, 2, 2, and 3. Get up. All right, double knife hands. Let's get a little bit of coordination. So now the hands are going to be facing towards each other. One's right underneath the heart, and one is about mouth high. And what I'd like to see is that the hands are going to cut and come back around. So you can go in, the way we taught it back in yellow belt days is that we have this technique where the hands stay frozen and you bring it forward. For my more advanced guys, feel free to have some more expression with your double knife hand. All right, ready? 1, 2, 2, and 3. Yeah. And all the way back. 1, 2, 2, and 3. Get up. Good, almost there. Okay, moving up to orange belt technique. We'll throw with a tiger thrust. And this is most people think, I got you by the neck. All right, no, not necessarily. But in this case, think of a good strong strike where you're hitting with that web of the thumb here. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Get up. On the way back. 1, 2, and 3. Get up. Good. Keep it up at home. All right, I want to hear that counting. All right, going on to out to in chops. So before we had an out to in block, now we're going to open the hand. Now, what I'd like to see is that when you do this out to in chop, that you're going to strike with the body. So turn. Don't just go, I got you. I got you. That was okay once upon a time. All right, here goes. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Backwards. 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Good. All right, going onto the shoulder for the in-shot chop. This one is almost like that single knife hand, only it's going to take out that diagonal component. So this one's coming across horizontal. Don't let it go so far out of center. Keep it in front of you. Ready? 1, 2, 2, 3. Get up. Backwards. 1, 2, 3. Get up. Very good. Okay, last set, we have some elbows. With the elbows, we'll start with an out to in elbow. Now, I'm a big fan of making sure that you're securing this elbow by taking the hand that's not doing anything, make sure it's going to do something, and that you're going to strike with the arm that's secured. And I like to make sure my palm is facing towards me. I don't want to see that the hands turn this way because you got that bone right here. It's only one single bone. When I turn it this way, I've got 2 bones working together. Plus, I have the flesh, the meat to be able to add us some pattern. So, all right, here goes. Ready? 1,
One, sir. Two, sir.
Three.
Kia.
Backward.
One, sir.
Two,
sir.
and three.
Kia.
Last one, but not least, is the elbow up. All right, this one's kind of misleading. Most people think like, oh, it's gotta be all the way up here. As a matter of fact, I don't like to see that it's gonna go above your shoulder. I also like to make sure that you're not gonna kink your wrist. So this is making muscles. These are not elbow ups. So when you throw this elbow up, I want a good line from your wrist all the way to your elbow, and it doesn't have to go high. Matter of fact, I like to see about shoulder high. All right, here goes. And don't get yourself pulling them out here on this upper motion here. Ready?
One, sir. Two, sir.
Three.
Kia.
Backward.
One, sir.
Two,
sir.
and three.
Kia.
Very good. All right. There's your upper body. I want you to find 2 rooms, only 2 rooms in the house, and your job is to get into one room, high five or touch something that's in that room, move to another room, high five or touch something in that room, and come back to the camera. On your marks, get set, and go. All right, 1 run.
Say, sir.
All right. I'll wait for you guys to come on back. Just getting that mental break, hustling around, being quick about it. Get yourself back to that camera. Don't be the last one. That's it. How we doing, Miss Joanna? Missing one? Excellent. Okay. All right. So right now we're huffing and puffing a little bit. We're going to be using that set as a means of our exercises today, but we're going to go to lower body for a second. So you start. All right. So we're going to run through some kicks, snap kicks, roundhouses, side kicks, into outs, outs, wins, and hooks. Right. And again, making the lower body. So now since we're getting into this kicking set, you're warming up your legs right now. So don't go as high as you can on that first couple kicks. Warm it up. As a matter of fact, right now, you can feel free to kick low as long as it's mechanically correct. Because you're going to see what we're going to do with this today. Is this right here is a great snap kick. This is not a great snap kick. It's low energy. As a matter of fact, I'd rather see a higher low energy kick than a low kick. Right. So when you're working on warming up those legs, I'd still like to see all the mechanics there. Okay, so a couple of low on the snap kick, a couple higher on the roundhouse, and we'll work our way up towards where we feel comfortable throwing that higher kick. So, all right, snap kicks, 3 of each of these things. Yep. Wait, you should. Yeah. Oh, here goes. Snap kicks. Ready? One, sir. Two, sir. And 3.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Side back. Right. All right, roundhouses. I want to see that knee aiming at your target on that second count. I don't want to see any this kind of stuff here. So aim at the knee towards that target. Right. About kneecap or higher now. Ready?
One, sir. Two, sir.
And 3.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had those kicks. All right, slide back. It's fast and fast. All right, but you are too. All right, so now moving up to side kicks, we're going to go from knee to belly button. Knee to belly button. Ready?
One, sir. Two, sir.
And 3.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Slide back. Okay, working our way up to an into out kick. So now we're feeling a little warm now. All right, so let's go around chest high on that into out. All right, ready?
One, sir. Two, sir.
And 3.
Yeah.
Nice. And slide back. How are we doing on home, Miss Leanna? Kicking good? Okay, well done. All right, out to ins. All right, same thing. Let's go a little bit higher in this one. All right, as high as you can make it, but don't give me like, I tried really high, but it lost all the shape.
Say so.
All right, ready?
One, sir.
Two, sir. And 3.
Yeah.
Beautiful, 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 as always. All right, last one. I'm going to throw out a detail on this hook kick I've been watching on the homework assignments. So I want you to be very careful as to how you do this hook kick. I'm going to face Mr. Ben towards me right here.
Say, sir.
And let's consider if I'm going to use this thing, it has to go behind something to catch it. And let's put the hand out there just for a second here. If I was to actually switch hands so that they can see it, I'm going to throw the hook kick that I've been seeing out there. Is I'm seeing some kicks go like this, where they're literally just a kind of bringing the foot back from a side kick position. But there's another part of movement here, and it's going to be from your knee to your hip. Think of it as a dual articulating movement. It sounds fancy. It sounds smart, doesn't it? Okay. So when we're kicking out, I want you to go out and extend it and come back. So this leg has to do this part. So when you're throwing the hook kick, can you go slow on that one? Okay. So you're going to notice that he's going to kick out to the side here, and both parts are going to move, and we'll face him towards the camera as well. So pick up the knee and throw the kick out here, and then both parts are going to help across the horizon. Our face towards the camera. Okay. So the side kicks should start right about over here, and both parts are coming. Both parts. It's not just going to be this part to this part that's chambering back. Okay. So think of it like a hook. It's the term hook kick. You have to hook behind it and bring it back. Okay. 3 of those.
Say, sir.
All right. I want to see some clean hook kicks now. All right. Ready?
1, sir.
2. Get the whole leg to work. There you go.
2, sir.
And 3.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Let's slide back.
Wait.
All right, give yourself a hand. Nice job. Nice job. So far, we got a good review on our upper body and lower body techniques. And we're going to be using them today. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get really close up and personal. So I don't want to be like putting my nostril hairs in front of the camera here, but right now we're looking good in terms of distance. Can you see all of our details from our chest up, Mr. Randy? Okay. All right, so we're going to start focusing on this guy that goes to our hip. So we're going to wax on and wax off. As you guys have watched The Karate Kid, you know, anybody that does martial arts, that you have to pay respect to that movie. Okay, so we're going to make this big kind of I'm a star movement. So at home, what I want to say is hi, not come here. Hi. So I want both hands. Give me a good big circular motion, just like this, really, really wide, very, very wide. Okay. Now we're going to blow it up just a little bit, and we're going to work our arms a little bit. So we're going to get this big movement 10 times. All right, not like, you know, but we're just going to go 1 and bring it all the way around from the shoulders. All right, ready? 1, all the way around.
1, sir.
2,
2, sir.
3,
3, sir.
4,
4, sir.
5,
5, sir.
6,
6, sir.
7,
7, sir.
8,
8, sir.
9,
9, sir.
and 10.
Yeah.
All right, shoulders are warm, right?
6, sir.
Okay, let's move it down the chain a little bit. So now this one we're going to do just the elbow. Just the elbow. So again, from here, from the elbow. Try not to let your arms go up and down. All right, we're going to get 10 of those.
6, sir.
All right, ready? 1,
1, sir.
2,
2, sir.
3,
3, sir.
4,
4, sir.
5,
5, sir.
6,
6, sir.
7,
7, sir.
8,
8, sir.
9,
9, sir.
10.
Yeah.
Still looks silly.
6, sir.
All right, I'm going to block your technique. Ha! Oh, this one actually looks really good.
Hey.
All right, so now we're going to go down. Oh, go into the wrist. Now we're going to get tiny. So I'm looking for this. Kind of like, yeah, again, if you're at home and you have an attitude, none of that stuff. All right, but we're going to use that as a means of catching.
Hey.
All right, so this is going to be working for the wrist here. We're going to make a big movement. If you can only do one hand, that's fine, but I'd like to see both. My nice clean circle. Okay, give me some intensity on these wrist circles here.
Sir.
All right, ready? 1,
1, sir.
2,
2, sir.
3,
3, sir.
4,
4, sir.
5,
5, sir.
6,
6, sir.
7,
7, sir.
8,
8, sir.
9,
9, sir.
and 10.
Yeah.
Good. I feel like that's all I got. I got that. All right, having fun here. All right, so now, no, you're not gonna do this little thing right here. That's a little bit more advanced, actually. And we're gonna focus on connecting the dots. That it's not just gonna be this. It's not gonna be just this, and it's not gonna be this. It's gonna be a lot of everything.
Right.
So you're gonna incorporate all of those joints: shoulder, elbow, and wrist. And the goal is for it to get where? To your hip. And that's the root of today's lesson is application and what is this thing doing? So when you're practicing this at home, you have to give me something big first. So let's start with that.
Right.
So let's go back to our a couple blocks from our set. We're gonna do a high block, maybe a single knife hand, and I want that hand that's going to the hip to have something to do before it gets there.
Yes.
Okay, so let's face it back towards the back here.
Right.
And giddy up, and go to find position.
Yeah.
Okay, so the hand that's going to do the chop is this back hand.
Right.
We'll start with high.
Six.
All right, so it knows what it needs to do. So now this guy's going to have to figure out, well, what am I supposed to do with this thing? It could be big, it could be medium, it could be small, but we have to add one more layer to this. I want you to think about something punching or moving towards you. We're going to consider that I have to move out of the way.
Right.
All right, and that adds another layer of complexity.
Six.
All right, so right now, just move off a little bit and grab. Let's try that a couple times. Move off the way a little bit and grab. If this was off of a grab, actually, I'll put you right here one more time. And I'm grabbing his wrist, and he grabs back. There's still going to be that movement, okay? All the way around and grabs back. And he's moving his shoulder, he's moving his elbow, he's moving his wrist.
Right.
Okay? So let's do that high block. We're going to grab back, and step forward. Get it to the hip and get the high block out there.
Right.
We'll get 3 of those.
Six.
All right, ready? 1, grab and strike.
One, sir.
Now here's the other side. Ready? 2, grab and strike.
Two, sir.
Last one, 3, grab and strike.
Yeah.
All right, slide back.
Six, sir.
How do we look, Miss Joanna? Slower, you got it. Okay. All right, high block one more time again. So I want nice, slow movement. That this hand right here is going to do something. You're going to end up grabbing that. Right now, you don't know what it is quite yet, but you will. And we're going to bring that to the hip. The goal is to strike as you pull it to the hip. Kind of like two-way motion, 2 things happening at the same time.
Six.
But nice and smooth.
Right.
Okay, ready? 1, grabs first and strike.
One, sir.
Slow. Ready? 2, grabs, pulls, and strikes.
2, sir.
Last one, and 3. Grabs, pulls, and strikes.
Yeah.
How'd we do on that one? Good.
They're using the same hand to grab and strike.
Okay, well, different technique, but that's okay. All right, but they're grabbed, right? Okay. All right, so now let's back to the camera here.
6, sir.
All right, so I want everyone to put one hand on their head and one on their belly.
6, sir.
Pat your head, rub your belly.
Hey.
Hop on one foot. Don't fall down, spin around. All right, so you're coordinating. So now when we're doing this, we got this hand doing the middle block in basic form and this hand having to go to the hip, and I got to get my stance. So there's a lot of, like, I'm going to say balancing of all these things. So when we're doing this block, we're not trying to grab and do the block with that same hand. We got to get the brain to think, this guy's going to hit you, this guy's going to grab you. I'd rather grab you first to get control of you and then make that hit happen afterwards. But sometimes I might just have to forego the grab altogether. Here's an example. All right, when Mr. Ben's punching at me and I'm moving out of the way, I'm not going to try to grab anything. I'm just going to take that high block right to his neck. All right, I'll grab afterwards, okay? But for this particular drill, we're working on, I'm going to move out of the way, and I'm going to end up getting that grab, and then I'm going to strike with the other hand. All right, so let's practice this. We're going to do a little a coordination drill here.
6, sir.
All right, so it's going to be open hands and closed hands. We're going to close this side hand, and if you want to mirror me, you can, and we're going to have this hand open. So we're going to bring them both forward for now, okay? All right, so we got high five and a punch. So now we're going to chamber them back, and we're going to make a punch out of this one and a high five out of this one, and we're going to switch them. Okay, we're going to chamber them back. We're going to close this one and open this one and switch them again. Now the question is can you switch them as you pull them back and put them in front and switch them and back? All right, now let's change the drill just a little bit. Let's try to make sure that we're going to end up using this block and having to pull at the same time. So we're going to use an X block. So everyone put your arms up just like me.
Hey.
All right, the goal is to pull this hand down and to bring this one up. So we're going to go here, there. All right, now we're going to hold it really, really close.
Hey.
The goal is to get that high block out there and the hand to the hip at the same time.
6, sir.
So I don't want to go like all right, no, I want together. So we're going to pull and push at the same time. Ready? Close, strike. All right, now I'm going to take this guy, the one that's going to my hip. I want it to grab first. So you got to hold it. Grab it. Got it.
Hey.
All right, pretend. Then pull this thing to the hip. Bring the hand up. Bam. All right, now we're going to put our guards up in our fighting position. I'm going to take this hand, grab it, pull it, and strike it. All right, we're going to go 3 times, super slow, and I want you to do it with me. Grab, pull, strike. 2 more. Grab, pull, strike. Last one. Grab, pull, strike. All right. Any better, Miss Joanna? Much better. Okay. All right. So now that's the basis that we're going to use this. So part of your homework is going to be understanding this. All right. So we're going to move forward and do the same thing with some kicks. Okay. All right. So now we're going to walk forward and do the same kind of setup. We're going to use this grab. And what I don't want you to think about is I'm going to grab something and kick it at the same time. So we're going to grab and get a hold of it and then kick it. Boom. All right, we'll start with a snap kick. Not pulling it to the hip or anything like that. Right now, we're just getting a hold of them. So move out of the way, grab them, and then throw that snap kick. All right, so I'm looking for that hand that's reaching out that you're getting a hold of that wrist. All right, ready? 1. Grab and kick.
1, sir.
You got it. Okay, let's do a side kick. Same thing. Grab and side kick. Ready? 2. Boom, and boom. Good.
2, sir.
Okay. And let's do one more. Let's do an in-to-out kick. So grab and an in-to-out kick. Ready? 3. Grab and in-to-out kick. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Right now, you're just trying to be able to divide your attention behind your hand and your feet and that they both listen. Okay? We're going to leave this just for a moment. We're going to do a couple of reps of our beginning set. We're going to pull Miss Joanna up here. So my expectation is that you're going to give me your best. And we'll come back to this in just a moment. We'll let our brains simmer on this for a second. Okay. All right. Now, you're my front liner. You're my back liner. All right. So everyone at home, we're doing the beginning set. I'm looking for nice timing on that 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go through it 2 times. First time is going to be fairly slow. Second time is going to be a little bit faster. Okay? Now, whether or not you stay perfectly in time with everyone at home, as long as you are doing your best to make sure the moves are quality. Don't give any lazy moves. Okay. All right. First things first. Let's just say you're already in that X block position.
Hey.
You're ready to start throwing kicks. You're ready to start throwing chops and elbows.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to lead you in at home. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right, slide back. All right, so we're going to do it 2 more times. We're going to slow down a little bit. And what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you guys a little closer. So you guys are kind of spreading apart a little bit. I want everyone to make sure they can see you both. So my guys that are practicing their kicks, I want to make sure they can see what Mr. Ben's doing. The guys that are practicing blocks, I want to make sure they can see what Mr. Ben's doing. All right, here it goes. Right, X block down. All right, I'm going to lead you slower. So be patient. If you're throwing those kicks, looking for that you can hold that tornado kick in place in the air. I'm just kidding. All right, ready? Here's the lead in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hit hard at home. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Power. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. That's all right. All right. So now I'm going to challenge these guys, and I'm challenging you at home. I'm going to go a little faster than the set. Now, hopefully, all of you guys at this point have downloaded the Greatest Showman song. As a matter of fact, it comes onto my car every single time I plug in my phone. It remembers to connect to Bluetooth, and I'm like, whoa! I'm like, oh my goodness, again. So yes, it's invading every thought of every second of every day. Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, you guys ready at home? All right, be a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey.
Too fast?
Yes, sir.
Too fast? Well, too bad. All right, here goes. X block down.
Hey.
A little slower than that one. All right, on your marks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice job there.
Here's how I like to train. I like to train and push myself harder than I'm going to have to perform. So if I have to perform at a 1, 2, 3, 4, you know what? I'm going to push myself on a faster pace, and I want to see it look awesome. I know I'm not going to be spotlighting that in front of the Ironbirds because that's not the beat of the song. But if I can keep up, and I have got great dynamic and timing on that faster pace, I'm all for it. Okay?
Hey.
All right, last one. All right, here goes. Last one.
Hey.
Down. On your marks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, keep up. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make it. Oh, there you go. Honestly, the goal is not necessarily to keep up with that, but trying. You know, you find the pace that you're comfortable at home, and you push yourself to one speed faster than that. Okay? And then, of course, if you guys ever have had any kind of a metronome, most smartphones are able to download a tick-tock sound. You don't have to necessarily have that. You can have mom or dad, since you guys are all sequestered at home, say, hey, mom or dad, can you clap for me? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can always ask them to speed up or slow down depending upon what you can handle. I think it's definitely worth practicing at that faster pace. Yes. Okay. All right. We're going to take a break. Thank you very much, ma'am. All right. Well done. All right. Give Mr. Run a hand. Well done. Yeah. Okay. All right. Back to our original focus. Okay. So now, part of this dynamic that we're trying to do is have purpose behind our moves. You know, I'm not a big fan of things looking just pretty. You know, when you guys go out and do your demonstrations, I mean, that's great and all that. It has, you know, great stance, great intensity. But if you were to say, I've got all the details, I hit really hard, you're probably scratching on about 1 to 10% of what the form is going to do. So we're adding another percent, maybe even that. Okay? All right, so now we're going to do a form. We're going to do a basic form, as you guys all, you know, well, love and everything. So, Mr. Ben, I'm going to have you facing towards the back here.
Say so.
All right? And you guys should know this form, so when I count out the moves, even if you lose sight of Mr. Ben in your screen because you're spinning around and doing your next move, we all are able to keep up with the form by listening. So in demo, there's many times where we're facing a different direction and you don't see anything other than you hear the breath or you hear the count and the pace stays constant. I'm going to give you a count, so I'm not going to ask you to guess where Mr. Ben is in his form. But I will ask you that you're going to put your hand on your hip with that motion where you're grabbing. At the very least, you're grabbing something. Whether or not you grab with the way I showed you and bring it to your hip, I don't want simply just here, okay, I got there. I want that grab to happen. And it's going to take some thinking. And you might make some mistakes. You might end up switching hands. You might actually forget the next move. That's all okay.
Yes.
Okay, Chip. All right, Chumbi. All right, here's that first move, that middle block. That hand is going to come to the hip. I want to grab with it. Ready? Did you grab? Did you grab at home? All right, high block and punch. Now, this one, we're going to grab and bring it back. Doesn't mean that you have to say, grab it. Grab it. You could say, I want to take this middle block and grab with it, and then do my high block and punch. That's also okay. All right, ready? Grab, 1, 2. Okay, other side. This is a challenging one. You're going to do a middle block with this hand. This guy's got to grab. How that works, it's totally up to you. But I'd like to see it's going to do something. Ready? Grab and boom. All right, high block and punch. Your choice on how you do it. Grabs with the hand. That's out. Grab, high block and punch. Down block. Okay, this guy's doing the down block. So this guy's doing the grab. So think about it. Ready? Boom. All right. Now, this is how that kick worked. When we threw the snap kick, we did the grab before, and then we threw the kick. Again, whether or not you want to kick, then grab them, then punch them. But right now, I'd say I'd like to see that you can grab, get the kick in there, and then fire that punch. But the hand has got to come to the hip. All right. Ready? Grab, kick, and bring it to the hip. Very good. Slow that down just a little bit. Ready? Grab, kick, and punch. Just make sure it gets to the hip. Last one with the ki. Grab, kick, and punch with a ki. Very good. All right, here's your 3/4 turn. It's going to go all the way around. This hand's going to go to the hip. This one's going to do the middle block. So this guy has to do some thinking. Ready? All the way around, and boom. Okay. Now, the hand that's on the hip is going to do the high block. This guy's going to do that grab. So think about what that hand's going to do. Grab, high block, and punch. Very good. Other side. This one's going to be a middle block. This one's going to do the grab. Ready? Boom. Very good. Okay. Hand that's out does the grab for now. 1 and 2. Excellent. All right. Now back to that down block. So this guy, I know it's back in in the backstage here, and it's like, well, I can't see how I'm going to use this hand because what if I'm getting punched right here? How is he going to grab? Remember, this is a dictionary, an encyclopedia. I don't know if you kids know what those two things are because there's Wikipedia and Siri. You just ask her how to spell something, and she's going to have all the answers. But this form has all this information. It's up to you to interpret how you use this hand. All right, ready? Down block. Good. All right, here goes 3 high blocks. Grabbing with the hand that's out first. Ready? 1, 2. Very good. All right, a little slower. Grabbing with the hand that's out. Grab and strike. Last one. Grab and ki. Very good. All right, all the way around. This one's going to do the middle block. This one's going to be doing the grabbing. Ready? All the way around. Grab and strike. Excellent. All right, hand that's out does the grab. 1 and 2. All right, other side, same thing. Last one. 1 and 2. Now, we're going to use Chumbi. This last one, guess what? There's no hand that goes to the hip. It must not have any application. Well, there's a lot of other forms that have double moves, double moves, double moves. So the question is well, how am I using that? We'll talk about that in a second. All right, Chumbi. Zoom, and boom. Give yourself a hand. There you go. All right, so at home, the goal of this is for you to say, you know, if you're going to practice this at home for a couple days, I'm not interested in you turning in your homework tonight. Say, oh, you know, I'm going to be the first one to post my video, and you put about maybe an hour of thought into it. The goal is to work this form over the course of the whole week and say, you know what, it makes sense. Okay, I'm figuring it out. I'm going to practice it 5 or so minutes, maybe 10 minutes each day. Okay, and then maybe by Friday, maybe by Saturday, you know what, I think I'm ready. All right, Mom or Dad, can you video my form? That's the best way to prep for this, so that way you can have some self-discovery and say, what is this thing doing? Don't show me your first act. You know, the first time you get up on stage is the first time that you actually practice your lines. It's probably not going to go very well. Okay, all right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add a prop that is going to be part of the practice. It's not something that you have to necessarily have right now, but I'm going to show you what this does. The goal is you're going to be using a belt, a string that's long enough, and something that you're going to end up tying it to. So moms and dads, you're going to be part of this, that we're going to be attaching a belt to something that's not going to be pulled easily. Like, for instance, don't attach it to you know, the lamp. You say, I'm going to practice this move with the lamp. If I pull on it, I am hoping it doesn't fall. Don't attach it to the TV. Don't attach it to you know, fine china. So all those things not to attach it to. Right. Attach it to something that's not going to move. You can, Mom or Dad, you can also hold this. As a matter of fact, let's practice that first, so that way you guys will understand what I'm talking about. And the cool part is that you practice this social distancing. You don't have to be close to practice this. All right, Mr. Ben.
Hey.
You know, I'm going to be at distance. So we're going to practice this circle thing that we just did. And I guarantee all you guys have belts, so there's no excuses. No excuses. All right. So the goal is grabbing back. And grabbing back. And you notice I'm grabbing and I'm moving forward, kind of like a little snake. I'm high, not come here. And notice I wouldn't have anything. I'm trying to have that circle, and I'm trying to have that circle. So as we practice this, we can practice it in really, really big fashion. We can go, here's my big one. Oh, that's got some application. Okay. Here's my elbow. Okay. Here's my wrist. They're all right. They're all correct. All right. You know what? Real quick, just stick out the arm like this. All right. For some of my more advanced students, I'm going to angle you out just a little bit. Don't we do some of these moves that are really large? This is the same circle. It's an in-to-out motion, isn't it? Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So again, don't think that large is wrong. As a matter of fact, in many instances, it's going to start very large. Yes. All right. So back to our drill. The goal is to work your way up, grabbing, 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 and looking. Not, I got it right. I'm going to look at Mr. Ben. Okay. By the time I get all the way here, you can elbow or you can high five, give mom or dad a hug or kiss, however you want. I covered all this distance. So now let's talk about this next step. Right now we're going to be striking, right? Yes, sir. So when we grab this back, I'm going to pull. Make sure whoever's holding on to this or whatever is being attached to it, why don't you wrap it around your hand, Mr. Ben? Because I'm going to pull. Okay? All right. Right. Kind of like tug of war. All right? Don't end up killing your belt if you want to practice this with a very large string, just as long as it's strong. All right. So here goes. I'm going to grab and I'm going to pull. Right to that hip. Okay? I'm going to grab and I'm going to pull. Other side. I'm going to grab it, and I'm not just going to pull it here because he's not moving. I got to give up some space. I'm not just going to go like this. I got to pull it and bring it in at the same time. Now, as we get closer, I don't want to scare mom or dad or Mr. Ben, but I am going to pull here, and I am going to step forward, and he's going to feel like this is coming really close. Okay, so when you practice this at home, don't hit mom or dad. You just want to get a hug. Okay, so now I'm going to give Mr. Ben some practice. Yes, sir. Okay, so just so that you have an idea, let's put this down just for a second. Just pretend that we don't have anything quite yet, but you will, okay? So I want you to grab and step. Yes, we already did this, right? All right, go ahead. Grab and step. And then grab and step. All right, let's put the belt in there. Listen. Okay? All right, so from here, I'm going to hold on to it nice and tight. Okay, he's going to grab around and strike. Other hand, grab it and strike. If you grab with the wrong hand, no big deal. Strike. Good. And last one, grab and strike. Okay. So now, how do I practice this when I don't have anybody? I don't have anybody to hold this belt. So now, again, we're talking to mom or dad saying, hey, what can I attach this to I don't want you guys finding something at home and say, you know what, this is perfect, we'll use this. It's a recipe for disaster.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to use this bag just for now. Come on over. All right. And so all we're going to do is we're going to tie it around, a couple times. Mom or Dad will do this. And let's say, this is something like a door that is not going to end up opening, pulling it from the opposite side. Something that's not going to end up pulling and letting loose, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm pulling, and then all of a sudden I fall down. That's no good. So again, Mom or Dad, you're going to make sure that this is steady. So part of your form is going to be, part of your submission, is going to be this demonstration, is that you're going to say, I got on my belt, and I'm going to practice 3 of your favorite strikes: high blocks, middle blocks, down blocks. You can even throw snap kicks in here. So I'm going to grab, and then I'm going to bring it in and get really, really close. I want that hand to come all the way to the hip, if not part, maybe a little bit past it. All right, but that right there is going to be part of your homework. All right, we're going to switch gears a little bit. Okay? All right, so we're going to work our way back out to the floor here. All right, so now, one of the things I like to see is when you're making each of these movements that you have yourself an idea about how getting out of the way is going to be part of this. You're right? So, I mean, it'd be great if everyone was just grabbing you. All right, well, this is an easy way of dealing with things. But right now, we're going to deal off the punch. So now we're going to change it, and we're not going to worry about the hand on the hip just for a second. We're going to do, let's do some take it 2. Okay? So we're going to put you back in the center here just for a second. And we'll face it this direction. Okay? All right, so now, what you're going to do with your form at home is you're going to practice moving out of the way. All right, so chitty up. All right. Now, chumbi is a move, so please make sure that you give it some attention. Where's this punch coming from? If it's coming from this way, move out of the way. And chumbi. Okay? All right, so let's see where that punch is coming from for Mr. Ben. Ready? Chumbi moves out of the way. All right, so now the next move, we're not going to distort the form. We're going to keep it facing forward. All right, so we have ourselves a down block. So we got to move out of the way. Move out of the way and do your down block. Move and down block. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for a punch. I know that this punch steps through, and you still are going to do that, but I want you to move out of the way before you do it. Just move out of the way and punch. Yep, move and punch. Okay, now you have a down block on the other side. All right, so move out of the way. Move and down block. You notice that the form is starting to lose its floor pattern. All of a sudden, wait a second. I was started here. I was supposed to have this move, and then I was supposed to have this move, and let's see if you can get the next couple moves here. All right, moves out of the way and punch, and then moves out of the way and out to in. Oh my goodness gracious, it's wrong, Mr. Ben. You haven't been practicing your footwork here. What are you thinking? All right, so let's put you back in center here.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what kind of form should I practice this with? A form that you know very, very well.
Right.
This is not the form that you say, you know what, I'm almost done. I'm almost at the ki at the very end, and you're not certain of it. It's got some confidence issues. That's not the form to do this with. You do this with basic form. Take it one, something that you feel really solid about. All right, so let's revisit the beginning drill that we did, just so we can see our progression to this point. All right, so chitty up, fighting position, yeah. All right, basic down block. Ready? There's your down block, dry as cardboard. It's wonderful. You learned it. It's solid. Now let's slide back. Now let's grab and do something with that down block. So the hand that's going to be going to the hip has to grab. Ready? 1 and 2. Great. Okay, we're set. All right, let's do the same thing. Give me a snap kick. Basic snap kick. Basic snap kick. Kick. Beautiful. Okay. Let's grab and kick. 1 and 2. Okay, so we've got some basic block strikes and some kicks, putting this grab in there. So let's put that into a form. Go to chumbi. All right, so now let's get up to that down block, kick punch on basic form, slow. So grab before each strike. Yes. All right, go ahead. So now we're putting them into a pattern. Before it was just a simple move as a single move. We're putting them into combinations of moves. Excellent, and break. Okay, if you wanted to go somewhere in between all of that, you could say, let's practice a combination, like from one of our belts. Let's say a snap kick opposite punch. Yes. Can you put a grab in there? Okay, so this is we'll do a yellow belt combination number 4. So back leg snap kick, opposite punch. There's a kick. Boom. Okay, did he kick with the correct hand? Did he kick with the correct hand? There we go, we're live, right? Did he kick with the correct foot and punch with the correct hand? Yes. But he put this grab in there, so he applied it. All right, so that would be in between a basic block and jumping to form. We're putting it into little pieces.
Right.
All right, now let's take it one step further. All right, we were working off that grabbing back and stepping forward. So here goes. All right, can you do a pulling motion like that on any of these blocks?
Sure, sure.
Pull when you do that?
Right.
All right, that's the next step up. It's not simply just bringing the hand to the hip. All right, here it goes. Looking for 3, 4 different blocks with a pulling motion to that hip.
Sure.
High blocks, down blocks, middle blocks, tiger thrust, doesn't matter. Show me a big pulling and a good lead forward motion. All right, ready? Hey. Boom. Good. And reset.
Hey.
And last one. Ready? Hey. Boom. One more.
Hey.
And ready? Up. Bop. Bop. And one more just for good measure. And up. Bop. Boom. Very good. And slide back. Give him a hand. Good job. All right. All right. So we're on time at this point. We're having too much fun. All right. So the homework, just to reiterate, is going to be I can grab this technique. I'm practicing. I'm developing my ability to have a division of attention from this grab to putting it on my hip. And I can do a form, and I can put it to work. I can grab and put it on my hip on any move, and it makes sense to me. Don't give me your first act at this. You know, give me something a little later in the week. And then I want to see what you're going to do with this. This is a great way to have something that's feedback for you. So when I'm grabbing the belt back, I'm actually feeling that there's a pull, and I feel there's a need for that coming forward.
So sure.
Okay, anything else that you want to add to that?
No, sir. Just timing is the biggest kind of part that's going to make this actually hit harder. So if you pull and hit it at 2 separate times, it won't hit any harder.
Everyone hear that? It needs to be at the same time.
Right.
Pulling and striking at the same time, not one than the other. Okay? Excellent work today, demo. All right, turn to the side, fix uniform.
Sorry, sir.
Well done today, guys. Can't wait to see your video submission. And I need to see that uniform on. I'm seeing some guys out of uniform. Face front.
Sorry, sir.
So it's real important. Make sure. Yes, ma'am.
Everyone has uniform on.
Yeah, give yourself a hand. Nice. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, ready? One sound. Ready? Jump. Thank you for teaching me.
Thank you for teaching me.
All right, you dismissed me. Escape. Good work.